Welcome to another video from TraderStream. My name is Mohsin. Guys, today we'll be talking about demand and supply zone. So what is demand and supply? As the word suggests, demand and supply, the law of supply and demand is actually a theory which explains the interaction between the sellers of the resources and buyer of the resources. So in general, I'll just give you a quick overview. In generally, low supply and high demand increases the price. So the sellers are less and the buyers are more, the price does increase. So that's in general terms. And low demand and high supply decreases the price. So sellers are less and the buyers are less and the sellers are more, it decreases the price. So in simple terms, in stock market, demand zone is a place where people are really interested to buy because of the fair price, and supply zone is the place where people, a majority of the people, are looking to sell. So what is the difference? How does it even make sense for people like you and me? You might ask me a question, how does it make sense? Because I would, if a price is going up, I will buy. If a price is coming down, I will sell. So how does it really make sense? See guys, let me help you and understand the difference between how a novice, which is a retail trader, or a professional, or some big institutions, or pro traders trade. So novice traders buy at a higher price. If the market is going up, so they buy at a higher price expecting the market to further go up, whereas the professional traders do not look at the charts, do not look at the market in that way. So what they would do is, when the price is higher, that's when they sell, and vice versa. In the same way, what most of the retail and novice traders do is, when the market is coming down, they would say, you know what, the market is coming down, let me just go ahead and short. What does happen after that? The market reverses. So we all would have experienced this at certain point of our trading career, and I have experienced it when I started trading. So this was the swindle that I was in my earlier trading career. So it took a lot of time for me to understand how demand, supply, and how professional traders think. So let us understand, let us try and find out some examples. I think if you guys know, I did post a video about 2 days ago, and I was actually saying that Bank Nifty is kind of overstretched and you might see some retracement, and we did see yesterday Bank Nifty did fall about 700 points because it's already in the weekly and monthly supply zone. So we are not expecting it to go further up. You might see further movement, but some correction should be expected because it's kind of overheated. So let us try and find out some demand and supply zones on some various stocks and understand how does it make a difference and what is the power of demand and supply. I hope you guys have understood what is the demand and supply. So let's find out few stocks, some of the stocks that we were able to find out this week, which did come into the demand and supply zone. So one of the stock which I really like the way it reacted this week was Bata India. So let us try and do some analysis on Bata India. I'll just remove this indicator because it kind of gives a lot of disturbance, and let me remove all this trend lines and all of the things. Okay, you see the candle of Bata India. Oh, wow, this seems to be like there was a crazy move today. So we did find out there was a zone on the Bata India, and it was at the time frame of 15 minutes. Let us try and find the zone here. Okay, it's a lot of confusion. There is one zone, the Bata India is kind of reacting from that zone from a very long time. So this is the zone that we are talking about. So let us mark the zone and see what exactly is happening here. Has it just kind of analyze this and see what exactly is happening. Okay, so see guys, I just have to stretch this from body to wick. Okay, I've taken wick to body. Okay, so if you can actually see this, there are a lot of boring candles here. You see there was an explosive move after this consolidation phase, so which is the accumulation phase. So you see Bata India reacted from this zone multiple times. That was one. So this is the demand zone that we are talking about. So demand zone is where there is a lot of interest at these price levels. So if you can see, let's see how many times it has reacted at this price level. So that is once it reacted second time, it reacted third time, fourth almost closer, then it came into this zone, reacted the fifth time, then again it came into the sixth time and reacted same. So this is the power of demand and supply zone. If you can actually see, this is the demand zone. Now would we take the trade again on this? Well, we kind of explain that and give more information to our students who come into our webinar sessions, because if a zone is tested multiple times, there's a math on how many times you can take the trade on a particular zone, but this has been tested multiple times now, so I will be a little cautious if this time I have to buy, because it has been tested various times. So this is the demand zone that we are talking about, the power of demand zone. Let us also analyze few of the stocks on a higher time frame and see if we are able to get any demand and supply zones on the monthly time frames. So what stock would I choose? Let's say I will choose Maruti, because that's one of my favorite stocks, Maruti, Reliance, and all these heavyweight stocks. Okay, so let's analyze it on monthly demand and supply zone. Okay, so let's mark the zone here. If you can actually see, there is a drop base rally here. I'll just mark the zone, which is okay. So this is the demand zone that we have for Maruti on a monthly time frame. How about the supply zone? Let's mark the supply zone as well. Kind of giving me a lot of issues on trading view. Okay, let me change that to, let me change the overview of this. Okay, so this is a supply zone. So let's say if you are someone who's trading Maruti on these days, when it was in April or when it was in December 2017, it's quite old, right? So I would say, you know what, Maruti is just going up, it's gonna go to 20,000 and so on. But we see there was a supply zone which was created. So what happened after that? It fell down. So again it entered into a supply zone again. But what happened after that? You see the Maruti has come down and it came down to the actual demand zone of 5,300 or 5,000 change. So that's the power of demand and supply zone, people. So typically no market goes straight. at certain price levels there would be some interest of buying or some interest of selling. So what we got to do as traders is try and find out where majority of the money is coming or going. So those are the places that we need to find out. So we don't want to follow how any other normal trader would trade. We want to follow what professional traders how they trade and what zones they buy and what zones they sell. So how would you find out? Candles are the best friends. So candles will help you analyze where the zones are. So how can you find out demand or supply zone? You can become a pro trader by making sure that you stick to one trading mechanism and follow what big people are betting on, or where majority of the money is coming or going, because you can find this out by looking at the candlestick. So what we teach our students and subscribers is how to read the candlesticks, how to find the demand or supply zone, because any price movement, any price fluctuation that happens on any stock, commodity, bullion or any other market, the price changes do happen based on demand and supply. So that's a universal mechanism. That's how the prices do react. So that's what we teach. What we teach is how you can find out this demand and supply zones, and what other stuff that you need to follow while you're getting into trading on stocks, bullion or any other aspect. So that's about demand and supply zone. We will talk about more in coming videos, so stay tuned for more videos. This is Mohsin signing off from TraderStream, and have a happy trading and have a nice day.